I'm ditching Mevo software for 1 month. For the month of January, I will be producing my community panel discussions, my church services, and my sporting events on software other than made by Mevo. Mevo Multicam is a powerful tool for multi-camera streaming, but there are other options that allow the Mevo cameras, your smartphone, and other NDI cameras to coexist. Not only do they offer multi-camera options, but they already have the ability to do picture-in-picture or to do local files for videos and images. Now, some of these features are promised soon in Multicam, but there are folks who need those options now, so I'm testing other software. I've tested Switcher Studio, Minicam, and TopDirector. First off, I decided against Switcher Studio because of the way you have to pay for it. It's a subscription-only service, and there's just something about never owning the software that I buy that rubs me the wrong way. It's a polished system, and if you don't mind using a subscription software, it might be a good answer for you. One thing I will miss from Switcher Studio is its ability to zoom in on each camera. Multicam has that, but Minicam does not, and neither does TopDirector. The next piece of software that I crossed off my list was Minicam. Now, it's really kind of aimed at the education world. That doesn't disqualify it, but I'm not a big fan of the interface. I will say this in its favor, though. Minicam does have a PC/Mac option that you can control whatever you're doing through a computer instead of a phone or an iPad the way that I use it. So obviously I've settled on TopDirector. The TopDirector is pretty far along in the production of its software, and at the time of the making of this video, it's been updated 7 times in the past 2 months. So I know that this gentleman or his team of developers is doing a good job of keeping up with what his customers are saying they want and need. Bugs have been fixed, features have been added. It seems to be moving in the right direction. TopDirector is a free download with the option for in-app purchases. Each part of the app that you will use can be purchased independent of the ones that you think you will not be using. And it's not a subscription. Well, once you've paid for it, you own it. So let's take a quick look at this piece of software I'll be using for the next month. First, let's look at the interface. Upon clicking on the TopDirector icon, we can see this interface is what we are greeted with. You have a section to keep your favorites. You have your camera section where you can see you get a selfie cam from the control device. I'm using my iPad, as well as the back camera, which would be classified as a wide camera. I have a couple of Mevos set to NDI attached here. I don't have any smartphones attached right now, but I have gone through that process in a previous video. On the left-hand side of the interface, you're going to see all of the different areas of the software you can go to. Choosing a camera is simple here. I can choose my wide camera. On the right-hand side, you see what I can do with those cameras. Now I can fold that into the on-air window, which is up here at the top right. Back to the left, I see that I have the option of going picture-in-picture. This is something that is one of the features that you would purchase if that's something that you think that you would use. And you set which of the cameras you're going to put in the 2 areas. This bit of the interface is customizable once you get into that part of the software. You can choose a local file, and that's going to be the option of either a movie, a video that you have on the control device, or you can choose an image to add into what you're doing. You have the option of producing titles that go there. This is one that I have not yet purchased because I don't use a whole lot of overlays as far as this goes. You have a logo you can put in. Your transitions are available here. You can add music. You have an audio mixer. One thing I have noticed about TopDirector is it is not quite finished on its audio front. I have forced myself to use only one input. When I was testing today, I was running the sound system music from my church soundboard into camera 2, which was one of the Mevos, and letting that carry all the audio. When I've tried to do more than one source of audio, it's really glitched out on me, so I'm just using one at the moment. You have the settings part here where you can go in and set up your streaming destinations. You RTMP with TopDirector. That is your option to use there. And so I can put in 3 separate ones. They can be 3 different YouTube channels, or it can be YouTube and Twitch and Facebook, whatever it is that you tend to stream to. You have control over your streaming resolution. You can set up a mic delay if you notice that your audio and your video is a little bit off. You have a lot of good options built into the settings of TopDirector. Then the Purchase tab is going to show you the different pieces you can purchase whenever you're setting up how you're going to use TopDirector. I'll be back in February, hopefully testing a whole new batch of Multicam features.